Hello, and welcome to another eGames Arcade video. Today I'm just going to be doing another tutorial on how the system, system diagnostics works on a pinball machine. Today we're going to be looking at two types of diagnostic systems. First one here is Maverick. This is a data east, with data east hardware, meaning that every data east machine should use this system. I'm not sure about the older ones, but I know every dot matrix machine uses the same system. And we shall also be focusing a bit on Harlem Globetrotters, but not as much. It's a lot more basic. So, let's get to work. Okay, in every pinball machine, you'll have a coin door, which is quite normal. So what you do is you just turn the key, and that mooing sound on every, not every machine has a mooing sound, but if every sound like that means that the playfield has disabled all the high power. So all the slingshots, coils, basically anything that shoots the ball will not work. And that's also the same with flashes. It's for your safety and so that you don't get electrocuted while working on it. So on every data east machine, there should be two buttons. If we just zoom in there a bit. The first button will be like a step, will step the display forward. So I'll show what I mean in a second. And the second one is forward and reverse. So let me show you what they do. This one is just a regular momentary switch, while this one is just a regular push switch, meaning that if I push it down, it will stay down, and if I push it again, it will go back up. So what do these mean? Well, if I were to press advance at the moment, or step as it's labeled here, it will go to audits and adjustments, as we can see on the display. So if I press step, it will step us through all the different audits, and then eventually, if I just hold it down, expand audits, it will go to adjustments. And this is how you make all your game adjustments, like how much you want to charge. That also tells you your, if anything's bad or good. It's, standard stuff. So if we look back down here again, if I were to press it down again, because the switch is up at the moment, if I were to press it, so it's down, and press step, it would go into diagnostics. So, how does the system work? Because this system is a bit confusing. Well, let me tell you. This forward/reverse switch, as it's labeled here, will tell, depending on which way it's pushed, if it's open or closed, it will determine which setting you'll go in. So at the moment, since it's pushed down, it goes into diagnostics, and this is where you do all your test if something's not working. So if I were to go to let's just say the display test and press the start button, it's doing a display test. Pretty standard stuff, honestly. And yep, as you see, my display is perfectly fine. So let me just get out of that. Now, it's a pretty basic system, the data east one, but it's efficient at best. It's not as, let's just say, detailed as the WPC, but it's just as good. But it is harder to use, and there is a learning curve. Sorry about that, my camera ran out of memory. So as I was saying, there is a steeper learning curve, but apart from that, it's just fun to use. So let me just show you what you can do with this. So if we look back down at the buttons, let's say I want to go into diagnostics. So I'm going to press the button down, and I'm going to press advance. So if we look up at the screen, that's diagnostics. So let's say I want to test to see if the ball launcher works. Or actually, let's test if the sound works. So let's just say I'm going to keep going. It's telling me to check the paddle entrance, which I know is wrong. It's telling me I've got 4 balls in the trough, which is the maximum amount in this machine. Burning time, left speaker. Here we go, speaker test. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, if you want to activate a setting, if you look down, you've got start button. Not all machines have the extra ball, so just ignore that. So press deal me in, or start on most machines, and shut do your test. Then press the flipper to go to a different, to go to a different one. Both speakers, right speaker, and then now we're going to music test. Or voice, sorry. So now it should go into music. Yep, there we go. And then after that, it just loops back to it. And that's where you just continue with advance. That simple. It really is. So, that's the display test where we did that before. Laser kick test, if you look on my machine, I don't think all machines will have this, but if you just if I just quickly tripod up and bring it over here, if you look down, my machine, since it's Maverick, has one of those laser kicks. So if a ball goes down the side, he'll kick it back up. Now, there's a laser kick for that, test for that. So if I were to press start, nothing would happen. But hold on. So I've just put an interlock switch, so you can't really see it, but there's actually an interlock there. So I forgot, that's right, I remember how this test was. So if you look down here, there's a switch there. That switch has to be activated for the laser kick to work. So I won't be able to test the laser kick since the glass is on, too lazy to take the glass off, so I'm not going to bother with that. But the next test is the switch test. So check all your switches. Start button, extra more button, and a strobe. Yep, it's quite simple. Next, active switch. That's all the switches that are on at the moment. Next, all lamps, row lamps, column lamps, sure. Press start, activates each column of lamps. So you won't get that. Yeah, you get the point. Next, single lamp test. If there's that one lamp in a column that's not working, you know, if you look on the playfield, it's that simple. Just the start button and the advanced step button are the only ones you need, and the flippers. So next, cycling flashes. It's doing all the flash tests. Obviously, if the interlock's not pulled, nothing will happen. So just be aware of that. Next, cycling coils. It's doing all the tests now. So yeah, and then next, coil test. This is if you want to test all the coils individually. So let's say I want to pop a ball out. The six ball lockout. And I go next. That's the skill shot. If you look down here, skill shot thing. You can see you can all do it yourself. And that's all of this. That simple. It really is. And then that's it. That's the whole diagnostics. That's all you need to know. It's really easy. Now, obviously, it's a bit easier to navigate using WPC because you've got more buttons. You can go back for without having to quit and redo it all again. So if you miss one, you have to turn the machine off and turn it back on. While WPC you don't. But this is a simple system. So I'll have to say that. So next, let's say we want to go into, or we want to change the machine to to coin play, because it's on free play at the moment. So if we look down, button, press the button, now it's up, and now we're on audits and adjustments. So, just step through audits and adjustments. Total paid credits is 30. That means I've had 30 games on it since I last changed the battery. Average ball time 48 seconds. Average game time 2 minutes. Coins through left slot, or there's no left slot, so through right slot. Center slot, I put 12 coins through there. There's no fourth slot. Total earning $12. What a bargain, I'm rich. Meter clicks 48, expand orders. If you need to expand your orders, press the start button. If you don't, then don't. It's that simple. And then that expands your order. So now, we're on adjustments. Fixed manual, 10% replays, the usual. But I'm interested in, free game limit 5. No, let's just say I want to turn free play off. So what we do is, go to expand, or actually, hold on, what's that there? Also, I should probably mention this now. If you need to go back in adjustments, as you can see I'm going backwards now, all you do is press the switch. This one here. And when it's up, it will go forward. Oops. Or sometimes it does like not do it properly, so you just gotta press it hard and then press it again. Yeah, it's not the buttons. Since this machine's like 20 years old now, the machines are a bit. I mean, the buttons are a bit flaky, but honestly, they work fine. So we just go to expand audits, adjustments, press start, match percentage 10%, balls per game 3, till 1 is 1. We want free play. So keep going till we find free play. There we go, and then press start. So I'm just gonna make sure you see this. Press start. I actually missed that. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button, obviously. Free play now. We press this door and that's it. Custom message enabled, of course. Gotta have your custom message. And then once you're done, and you've done all you needed, just hold the button. And there you go. The machine is now on Still Kids Money mode. So if I look, if you want to just start a game, oh, I've actually got 30 credits on here apparently, so yeah, it's gonna let me play anyway. So yeah, that's basically it. If you want to change the volume, I'm gonna have to lower my tripod for this. Okay, quickly, if you want to change the volume on this machine, you can see that long stick there, that long pole sticking out. So if I were to just go quickly onto, so if I were to just get some music up quickly, you can hear if I get this. So that's your volume adjust on this machine. And that's it inside the machine. If you look on the corner here, that's your interlock. You've got 2 interlocks. This one tells the machine that the power, if the high voltage coil should be on or off. And then this one tells it if the coin door is open or closed. So if I press that and open it, you hear the movement, which is actually pretty loud. I should probably turn that down after this video. Alright. That's Maverick, as you can see down there. It's Maverick the movie. And this should be with all Data East machines, not just this one. I'm gonna just close it a bit better. There we go. Alright, that's every Data East machine. It's, that's like to my knowledge. Maybe some of the like old ones like Laser War and Torpedo Alley, maybe those ones won't work, but I've never even seen those machines, so I don't think that should be a problem. So, and plus I'm pretty sure they use the same board system anyway, so yeah, it should be fine. As long as it uses the same board system, it will use the same. I think the last machine to use it was Baywatch, or the last machine to use it was Frankenstein, Mary Shelley's, by Sega. So that's it. Now we shall move on to Harlem Globetrotters, which is really even more simple. It's Globetrotters time once again. Now, with you, this works from every bally machine and also like original Stern from I think 1977, like the first electronic one, to the 1985 when they had their last machine with this system. It's a very versatile system and it has a lot of great games on it, like 8-Ball Deluxe, obviously Harlem Globetrotters, and Kiss and Playboy ones, and Star Trek. So, can you spot the button? There's only one. It's right there. That's all there is in this machine. That's it. It's just that. There you go. Machine's in test now. So, it's at the moment, it's supposed to be doing a light test. My machine's feature lamps don't work, so it's not going to do anything. Next, it should just go into like a coil test. Or, sorry, a number test on the displays. If I press it again, it should go into coil test. Yep. Oh, and up there tells you what coil it is. So if you have the instruction book like me, it'll tell you, like, to find the right one, it should tell you. So, let's press next again. It should go into sound test. That checks out. These are, I think it's stuck switches. Yep, this is stuck switches. So if I hold that, the flip button down, it would flash the thing. So 08 is the trough, so that should be fine. Press it again. Now these are just fine adjustments. These are all your adjustments. You need the book for it. So that's high score, obviously. I actually don't know what any of these mean unless I use the book, which I'm not going to at the moment. So if you don't have the book, try looking it up on IPDB. You should find, if you're lucky, a PDF version of your manual. And that's it. Once you're done, the machine resets itself. Alright, so that's that. But, what about the sound? Because you don't want a loud machine blaring while someone's trying to sleep. You might want to turn the volume down. I mean, obviously you can't turn down the coils and all that, but you want to turn down the sound because maybe it's really loud. So what you do is, coin in the... Actually, can you see that? Coin in the back box. Put the key in. Turn the lock. So now, if I just step back a bit, I'm going to put the camera here. You can just take the glass off. So, let's look there. Just lift the glass up. Push it down. I'm just going to put it down here for the moment. So I get access to the back. Now I've got access to the back of the machine. Or the back box. Just lift up the tab. There you go. You're in. Alright. While we're at the back here, I might as well just remind you, pinball machines have batteries. Make sure you replace them, because the last thing you want is acid damage. That will completely wreck your machine. So, what are you looking at? Well, it's a good question. If I were to just put my tripod up, I'm going to show you where to adjust your volume. So, that there is the main motherboard. That is the like the driver board for all your coils. That is the lamp driver board. That on the corner there is the power supply. And in the middle, that small little board there is the soundboard. You want to go to the soundboard. That's where all your adjustments are going to be. So, if I just somehow get my camera in close enough to show you before my battery dies, you can see, if I just get a screwdriver quickly, your sound adjustment will be here, this one here. And also there is another one down here. These do two different things. One will adjust the main volume, and the other one will adjust how long your beeps go for. So if I were to just quickly start a game, you can see it sounds like that, because that's how I like mine. So if I were to just this one though, and shoot the ball. Quite simple. I'm not going to adjust the second one because I actually like the settings on now. So I'm leaving it. Most Harlems though you'll hear has a different sound. It sounds more short beats. That's because that setting is adjusted all the way to the bottom. And honestly, I don't like that. So I like my beats nice and long. You get what I mean? So yeah, that's it. So I'm just gonna shut the coin door. I mean back door, not coin door. Sorry, I'm used to adjusting the machine. There we go. Put both my locks on. I'm gonna move the tripod back a bit. So now just put your glass back up. Now I'm just letting you know you should never take the back glass off a machine unless you really need to, because that can cause the back glass to flake a bit worse. I think you see my back glass is already damaged enough as it is. So I don't really care at the moment. I'm going to need to get a replacement back glass anyway. But anyway, just going to keep. There you go, done. And I like leaving it up there because no one's going to take it. It's not like it's on location or anything. So it should be fine. And there you go. I have just now taught you how to adjust the sound and do your diagnostic settings, like check if the coils work without having to play a game, on both Harlem Globetrotters and Maverick. So, Data East, the original Data East system, and the original bally system. Now, bally systems are really dependable, so you really shouldn't have a problem with it. Data East, on the other hand, I don't really know, because I haven't had it for that long. But I've heard it's pretty good, so you should be fine. So that's it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it helped you, sorry. If you liked it, please subscribe for more. And please thumbs up if you'd like. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you want, you can check out my other channel, League Games 101. But I recommend you do it if you have, if you're bored. But anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day.